I never got it, why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance, no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
Hey, our Philippine journey, Mike and Arlen. Thanks for dropping by. I'm going to talk to you about today is something that people actually ask, and that is, would we retire again if we had to do it all over again? Would we do it here in the Philippines? Well, yes and no. And what I mean by that is we would have done some things differently. So let's talk about that, because everybody makes mistakes, and we made a few. Nothing major, but some things I definitely would change in what we did. So hopefully, if you're considering coming here, these are some things you'll keep in the back of your mind. Number one, where we chose to live. We chose to base ourselves out of Angeles City, and we bought a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo here, and I would not change that for anything. We like where we bought, we like what we paid for it, and we're very, very happy with it. The growth in Angeles is dynamic. It keeps going and going, and we think it's a great investment. Now, we have a lot of friends that rent. We have a lot of friends that own, but to each their own. You know what your lifespan's going to be like. You know who you're going to be able to leave it to. And yes, you can leave your condo. You can, if you have a child in the U.S., you can put it in their name upon your death. They can inherit that. They don't even have to show up. Just do the paperwork in advance. All right. We also have a home in the province. So let's talk about that for a second. If I had to do it again, would I build a home in the province? Yes, but I would not build it the way we built it. And I'll tell you the story behind that and the mistake that we made. We searched high and low, and it was very hard, and it will be hard for you to find documented, titled land with a real title that's at the Register of Deeds at your government office. So you pay a little bit more for that. Actually, you pay a good bit more for that. When we found the land that we wanted, it wasn't exactly what we wanted. I wanted a bigger piece of land. I would have liked to have bought about 2.5, 3 acres. I ended up buying a half an acre. It had an existing home that had been partially completed. And when I mean partially completed, the first and second floor walls, exterior walls, were up. The roof was up. The downstairs had a functional, although tiny, CR with a shower, flushing toilet, septic tank. But it was a mess. And if you go back and you look at our videos from the province, you'll see it was a disaster. I should never have bought it. I should not. I said to myself, I can tear this up and salvage parts of it and build on. That turned into actually an more expensive proposition than building what I actually would have liked to end up with. We ended up with a 4-bedroom home with 2 full CRs, fully gutted that place, new roof, new everything, new supports, steel structured roof, everything. Had to redo the wiring everywhere, had to redo, other than the hollow block, and there was still a lot of hollow block because we had to extend the second floor, front and back. But either way, you can look at our video and see it. I would have demolished what was there. I should have ripped it to the ground and started from scratch. I wish we'd have had a bigger lot that had nothing on it, which there was an opportunity to buy, but we couldn't get a straight answer as to how clean the title was. But I would have or should have bought a bigger piece of land and built the house from scratch. That was the first mistake we made. One of a couple of mistakes we made. We bought a piece of junk, I call it a piece of shit, minivan. It's one of these, I don't know, Taiwan, China, Japan, import, left-hand drive, right-hand drive that's been converted to a left-hand drive, has about 1 million miles on it, van in the province. And we bought it because we had to haul stuff from the big city to the province, building materials, sinks, toilets, all kinds of stuff. You know something? That was not a mistake. That was probably one of the better purchases we made. It was cheap, and it was a piece of junk, and it only goes about 45 miles an hour, 50 tops, 35 going up a hill. The windshield wipers don't work worth a crap. The air conditioner doesn't work worth a crap, but it hauls stuff. And by God, that turned out to be a blessing in disguise. We chose Angeles over Manila, where we lived. We did have a residence in Manila previously. We chose to live in Angeles, and like I said, we're ecstatic about it. It has far more to offer conveniently than Manila. Now, Manila has a whole lot more to offer. More, it has museums, it has cultural things, it has a zoo, it has an aquarium. Things here are either not or they are less than. But there's a huge population of expats that I can converse with. Arlene has her Filipina friends. It's convenient to the airport for us, both Clark, of course, which is 15 minutes down the road, or, Manila, NAIA, which is an hour and 15 minutes down the road. Would we do it again? You bet. Would we do some things a little differently? Yes, absolutely. In fact, if things go well and if things end up doing what I think they're going to do eventually, I would look at purchasing a larger piece of land in the province and building another house if I live long enough to do that. But for now, we're very happy and content. We don't have any mortgages. We don't owe any money. Things are just good. We have a homeowners association fee, and that's pretty much it. Arlene's happy here. I'm happy here. What more could I ask for? Really and truly, when you think about it. It's gotten more expensive to live here. That's for sure. But nothing compared to like it is in the U.S. And it's going to get more expensive to live here, but still nothing compared to like it was in the U.S. We have good health care, or access to good health care. So I can't complain. Would I do it again? Yeah. I mean, I talked to Arlene, and I said, if we had to pick somewhere, if we were doing this all over again, would we live somewhere else? And she said no. She says she likes it here. And I can't argue with her. I asked her point blank, would you want to move back to the United States? And she said, if we needed to move back to the United States, sure. But she prefers to live in the Philippines. Well, so do I. And should something happen one day and I absolutely have to move back to the United States, well, that's something I have no choice about. So, would we do it again? Yeah. Would we do it differently? We do a few things differently. That's for sure. I don't regret buying a SUV here in town. Don't use it that much, but when we need it, it's there, and we like it. With all of that being said, two things to consider. The first one is, if you have found this informative, hey, please do subscribe, hit that thumbs up. Second off, Arlene and I are now on Buy Me a Coffee. So in the description below, there's a link to Buy Me a Coffee, and you can donate to the channel if you'd like. No pressure. We're going to make them. We don't offer a annual membership or anything. We're not putting out anything special. But if out of the goodness of your heart you'd like to donate, we'd certainly appreciate it. Otherwise, please comment. Please let us know what you think. If you moved here, would you do it again? That'd be interesting. And if you wouldn't, maybe why? Thanks so much. You guys have a great day. We hope you're all doing well. Bye.